Alright guys, so I'm going to be talking through a game of AD carry that I played. It was just a normal game. The elo wasn't terribly high, but I chose this game in particular because it shows you some of both the mechanics as well as the decision making that needs to factor into your gameplay when you are playing as an AD carry. So I will basically just let the video roll until it gets to those points where something happens, or I might try and fast forward it a little bit, but I will probably just let it play out for most part just because I can't quite recall right away exactly where all the moments in the game were. Last hitting on the tower, if you didn't know that already, for the melee minions, if they're at full HP, you let them be attacked twice by the tower. Always let your team know, whether it's normal, ranked, pre-made 5 or whatever, anytime flashes are burnt in the lane, it's good to let your jungler know, just because that's the thing he can capitalize on. You can see that their bottom lane duo is not conventional at all. It is Gnar and Jace. That's like two non-conventional champions. I mean, Jace has been played as an AD carry in the past for just a very short stint, but overall he's definitely not one of the normal AD carries. So you can see that when I started streaming this, I had already died once, and I decided that was enough. So at this point in time, we don't see Jace. Gnar's right there. I should have just condemned him against the wall right away. But here you'll see how exactly we choose to go aggressive. And the reason why I'm walking so far forward is because I know that Jace had already used his abilities, his shock blast. He had just used the shock blast, you see. So I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit. Okay, Jace is gonna use his shock blast somewhere around here. There. Okay, the shock blast just got used. What's going through my mind right now is that if they come close again, I'm gonna fight them. I'm gonna fight them because I know that Jace's shock blast is on cooldown. I can win this trade. So that's why after I take this minion, I just go very aggressive towards them. You can see I don't even want to hit CS. Just tumble in for some damage. Alistar gets a good amount of CC on them as well. So it's about knowing your windows to engage as an AD carry. Very important. No matter which champion you're playing against. Doesn't have to be a Jace. Doesn't have to be a Gnar. There are some really obvious ones for the flavor of the month support, such as Morgana, Thresh. You know, when they miss a binding, when they miss a hook, that's the kind of thing. And here we're just gonna go fight. Yeah. Once this fight plays out, I'll run through that again. So at this point, what's gonna happen is Alistar's gonna get chunked a little bit low, and Gnar thinks that he sees a window along with Jace. At this point in time, Jace hasn't used his shock blast. For some reason, he decided not to fire it through the acceleration gate. So I'm like, okay, let's fight right now. And this is why I position close to the wall, because right after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to activate my ulti, tumble away from them, condemn Jace against the wall. He still has ranged attacks, so I don't want him to be near me. Gnar is here, not a problem. Riven even TP's down. It's a nice exhaust to try and help us chase, but it's over. So for that fight right there, what you need to take note of is why exactly we chose to fight, right? Let's see where it is again. Okay, so there it is. It's not that Jace didn't use his shock blast. It's that he missed it on the minion. Did you catch that? Watch this minion right here. Bam. So I know now, whether he missed it or he didn't use it, we can fight right away. Always kite back, always kite back. You can see as much as possible I'm using my maximum attack range. Look at the circle. See, I'm moving back. See, even when I'm attacking Jace, the little side step back, that's what you need to do. Watch again. You see? Even when I'm attacking Jace, I attack once, I move. I attack once, I move. That's what you need to be doing as an AD carry. You need to kite back. Use your maximum range. When it's like 2v, 3v1, it doesn't matter now. Now is the time to just go in, get as much damage as possible. Alright. That's one of the first scuffles. I didn't just end up dying. Gonna move it forward a little bit now because there's gonna be more little skirmishes in lane. Nunu's here. Not too much of a problem. So that's something else you need to take note of. When is it a good time to go in for your damage? And as an AD carry, you cannot hesitate. Or rather, you need to really place a high premium on your auto attack damage. Anytime you can get a free hit off, that is what should be going through your mind. I can get a free hit off now, I'm going for it. So right here, I just want to farm on the tower, but I see that Alistar has knocked up Nunu, and I say, alright, this is a chance for me to land some free damage. Tumble in, one shot. You know, it may not seem like much, but this is the mentality you need to have like throughout the game as an AD carry. If I can get free damage in, I'm gonna get it in. You can see just kiting back. You see how Nunu missed the ice ball on the minion, or he used ice ball on the minion? That's punishing the enemy for making mistakes. So watch that again. He comes forward. I'm moving back because I say I don't want the ice ball to hit me. I mean, it's still 3v2. I don't want to be slowed. But if the ice ball hits a minion, I'm gonna go in for that third hit on Vayne for all that damage and just chunk him low. Tumble in, get that last shot, walk away. For any AD carry, guys, the moment you get off your free hit, just start walking away. Cancel the rest of the attack animation. I think they're gonna go ergo here. Watch this next fight. I condemn Gnar because he's already taking tower aggro. He should be just dead. Activate my ulti. He dies right there. I'm deciding to chase through because I know that we can. I can tumble away from Jace. I still have my flash. I still have my heal. I use my slow right there on Jace. Oh, Alistar with a beast move right there. I know I can get Nunu. Just one more hit. Bam. He should have flashed away earlier if he wanted to survive. But I still have my flash too. I probably would have followed him. Alistar really did a good job there. But let's just break down that team fight again. So it starts around 450. Gnar goes crazy. This is not a good idea whenever you're playing against Vayne. You don't want to put yourself by the wall. He jumps in. He already has tower aggro. That's why I decided to just condemn him against the wall. Because I know that the time he's stunned and the damage we're going to be doing, he's pretty much dead. Pop my ulti right away for the extra damage. You can see he just dies right away. I'm not afraid to continue pursuing this because it's a Nunu and it's a Jace. Alright, back off. Get the third hit on Nunu. Heal up. And just... that was a nice move by Ali to knock him back into the tower. But really it's again about maximizing your damage. Maximum attack range. That's how you stay very, very safe, guys. Know how much damage you can take too. See, at this point in time, when I'm chasing forward, I know I still have my heal. I know I still have my flash. I should be running my pot right now. But I'm a little bit just caught up in the fight at the moment. Jace goes into tower range. Tries to flash away. Alistar gets a nice headbutt. Easy. The rest is history. So I'm pretty fed right now. I'm 4-1 after the exchange. There's Nunu again. Is there anything else that happens in this lane? See, right after the shock blast is missed, I would just go forward for a few hits. Can't afford to let the enemy, like, you can't afford to be scared as an AD carry. Like, yes, you're very squishy. Oh, see, that was my bad right there. Oof, I'm taking a lot of damage. So what I did wrong right there, let me show you again, is that I failed to condemn the Nunu. I thought we'd have enough damage to just kill Nunu right away, which is why I chose to tumble in just for a few more hits. But the moment right here, I really should have just bam, I really should have just condemned right here, because again, he's only in tower range. But unfortunately, honestly, that would have killed him too. It was just a heal thing. But that's something that you need to have in terms of decision making. You need to be able to factor in that kind of thing. So I'm pretty low right here, but I'm not too worried. I still have my flash. I know I can outplay them. So just sitting back for a little bit, waiting for Jace to fire that. Alistar's doing a good job blocking those. And yeah, I think there's gonna be a dive here. Not sure. No, I think we just decided to back off from the tower. Yeah, sorry guys, I played this game quite some time ago, and I was deciding whether or not I wanted to upload it, but overall it's a pretty decent game in terms of just laning decisions. Let's see what else is there. They backed off. Got my Blade of the Rune King, and this is a big power spike. Whenever you hit that first big item as an AD carry, whether it's Infinity Edge, you know, Blade of the Rune King, your first big attack damage item, or in Vayne's case, this item, Blade of the Rune King, you should really be looking to just take over the game, like make big plays, split push on your own, create so much pressure just with the power you have in your hands right now. I think there's gonna be a fight here. Can't quite remember. So right now what's running through my mind is it's 3v2, but Shaco's nearby, and I have my Blade of the Rune King and my flash and my heal. Should be able to make a play. I think there is gonna be a fight. Let's see. Right here, when Syndra uses her push away, I know that CC which can lock me up is down. I'm pretty sure I go in on this. Yeah, I activate my ulti, tumble in for all the extra damage. Alistar gets a great headbutt to cancel the Nunu ulti. You see Narn right here, when he comes here, I'm gonna condemn him against the wall. Just reposition, condemn him against the wall. Alistar knocks him into the pit. Not a big issue. This is a little bit risky by me, but like I said, once I have the Blade of the Rune King, I want that power in my hands. Rengar's here, I die, whatever. I give my killing spree over, but we get dragon, and I already got some shutdown money. And yeah. This is pretty funny. Shaco's clone applies his passive slow. Rengar is like, who knows what he's doing, and then he just ends up dying. And then they're gonna be spamming laughter here. And then there's gonna be a shock blast. Accelerated shock blast is about to kill Shaco. Watch this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but let's break down that fight again in the dragon pit. So my moment of engaging as an AD carry, the thing you need to note is the hard CC especially. The hard CC is just something you cannot afford to get locked down as an AD carry. But if the enemy expends it, then that is a huge window. You have to like punish them. You have to seize that moment when you have that big window. So Syndra just used her push away and her stun onto Orianna. I know, like, I'm so free to fight right here. And right here, again, if Gnar comes over here, he's trying to get some CC on me, no problem, right? I still have my heal, I still have my flash. He doesn't do enough damage. Again, Syndra uses her push right here, which is why I flash and use my heal to just chase her. This is a very, very aggressive move, and you need to make sure that certain spells, such as the push, are down, because that would just screw you over. Even if you flash and you heal to chase with the attacks, the movement speed, If she has the push, she's just gonna deny you. So you need to be able to factor in that kind of thing. If the hard CC has been expended, then it's up to you to really send a message to the enemy team, the enemy players, that hey, you are gonna pay for that mistake, or you are gonna pay for giving me this opening. Alright. So again, and the reason why I'm making such aggressive plays is Blade of the Ruined King, man. Like, this is my power spike. I'm gonna send a message to the enemy team. You can't afford, you know, to use your CC just recklessly, or rather, if you're gonna use the CC on my enemy teammates, then you're gonna have to worry about me, right? Okay, so I die, whatever, people dying. I see my team right here just kind of dying, but I'm confident in our ability to hold, which is why I'm not rushing back right away. But now that the fight is kind of just blown up in its full, I head back. And this is an interesting moment where I have to ask myself, shit, like, what do I do? There's 3 members of my team dead, probably Alistar is gonna die as well. Do I go this way? Then I realize, no, I can't go this way. It's too dangerous. It's like 4 or 5v1, I don't even know. There's basically 4 people on the map. So what I do is I wait right here. Right, and this is an important thing to note because this is the decision making. I see that Orianna is coming over, and I'm hoping that they'll split right here. I have vision on one side, so I can see how many people are going to be exiting that way, and possibly how many people will just be leaving this way. And I can make a play on them. I have my Blade of the Ruined King, I have this wall right here. So boom, right here, I say, alright, I can take this. It's 2, maximum 3 people if there's 1 more here, because I only saw Rengar walk over there. So I can take this. You need to have the confidence to make this play. Activate my ulti, I condemn Jace right away, Blade of the Ruined King for some extra burst just to take him out. And here I'm just kiting. I get the ball from Orianna, and I know that the push from Syndra is down again. This is why you can just fight this, okay? Let me show you again why I had the confidence to not just run away. You need to be able to note. So first things first, I single out the damage. I know that Jace, Jace is going to be, if anything, Jace is going to be the one that kills me. So I take him out immediately. Right here when I get stunned by Syndra, what's running through my mind right now is, okay, she's already used her stun, there's no more hard CC, I just need to kite back. I just need to get out of range of more of her damage. Like, her longest range spell, the push, is done. I just need to kite back. I tumble away, get some more damage down, and then the moment the ball comes, I say, alright, I'm just gonna go for this. And I switch targets to Syndra. Why? Because Nunu right there, he's done. He doesn't have any more mana, he's not gonna be able to kill me, so I just switch to Syndra immediately. Or if a nice follow-up, just made that super easy. And then I start being sad about CLG because somebody mentioned double lift. So keep rolling, we take down the tower. Once again, my team is fighting without me, but it's fine, I should be able to clean up. Let's see what happens right here. I drop a ward right here to get vision of Gnar. Pop my ulti just for the chasing potential because Gnar can hop away and do a bunch of dumb shit. Syndra's positioning right here is just terrible. She just let herself get knocked up by what's his face, Alistar. And again, this is just the mechanics of an AD carry to know how to fight properly. So I know Syndra's gonna die. I use my heal a little early because I want to just chase and kill her off immediately. But the big play I want to show you guys is the Rengar and how to position exactly in the team fight. So Rengar and Jace are right here, and I want this wall as Vayne. I want this wall or this wall to be my condemn wall. So I position myself here. I tumble, or I walk this way and then I tumble, or I just walk that way. In fact, tumble through the bushes just to lose a bit of vision, and then I mean that's it. I have my team there to help me as well to set it up. But you need to be able to stay alive and position properly with such things like the condemn walls, tumble into the bushes to lose a bit of vision. That kind of thing is what really helps you just have solid mechanical play. In terms of the build for Vayne, Blade of the Ruined King into Static Shiv or PD is the preference. And then if you're very far ahead, like 926, just keep pushing the envelope, just keep pushing the agenda of damage, damage, damage with Infinity Edge. If you feel that you're having no trouble staying alive in the team fights, you can see that my flash is coming up in 20 seconds. So even though, let's say I'm looking right now, I'm going, well, Rengar has a good amount of assassination potential, I'm not gonna build like a Randuin's or a GA. Say no, like if Rengar wants to try and kill me again, he's gonna have to get through my flash, through my invisibility, through my condemn, through my tumble. I want damage. So that's the rationale. Like, it's, let's say your game was just going even and like you're 0-0-0. You know, everybody's just been farming. 21 and a half minutes into the game, Syndra should be able to kill you, Rengar should be able to kill you. 2 damage items, Blade of the Ruined King, Phantom Dancer, you should be there as well, but you may want to factor in like say a GA or a Banshee's Veil just to prevent assassination if the game was going even. But since I'm so far ahead, it's just damage and the confidence to outplay your opponents, especially when I know I'm going to have flash up for the next fight. And I'm just split pushing here because I'm pretty sure Orianna's dead. Oh yeah, this is another big moment where they just killed Orianna, they want to push right here. And I pink ward this bush to make sure that they don't know where I am, or they don't know that I'm camping there. And then this is a very aggressive move by me. I know that I have my flash available, and I know that I'm super fed. So I wait for Jace to come in again. That's the damage. Blade of the Ruined King, a tumble away. I should have just flashed out. You know, I still have my flash available to me. But yeah. I should have just flashed away, but overall 4 for 2, not too bad. So again, right here the decision making is pink ward here. Wait, where's my pink ward? Okay, yeah. And I say, alright, what if they split? You know, I ask myself, what if they split? And then I condemn, auto attack, condemn. I should have flashed away at this point in time, just because the rest of my team was coming. But I got a bit greedy. I wanted to get that last hit on Jace, I think. So yeah. But it's still the decision making, right, guys? I mean, you can't do this on, say, a character like Jinx or Jinx or what else, like Caitlyn. You know, like it's a decision making thing for Vayne to get into such close quarters with the enemy. But overall, you need to be able to be thinking like that, you know, when you play as an AD carry. Still, what is the position I can be in to do the most damage? Like, sure, I'm not a Vayne, maybe I'm a Caitlyn. Then what I would do is I would camp, like, say, at the side right here, fire off Qs and that kind of thing. Let's see, is there team fight happening? Yeah, there's team fight happening. So I see my team once again fighting without me, but we're so far ahead right now from all the dragon and just team fight gold we've been having. A nice dodge by Shaco with his ultimate. Oh, unfortunately he gets killed right there. I'm just tumbling in, getting more damage. I think I flash for this. I use heal. Oh, I use heal because I know that Alistar will be able to chase Syndra. Just condemn. Just spam a bit of BM. Thankfully, Syndra's not really that fed, otherwise that last orb might have killed me, and I might have paid for my BM. What else? Is there gonna be any more team fights? So I get my Infinity Edge, I get Banshee's Veil, or rather I get my Negatron Cloak, and I think there's gonna be just one more team fight. Somebody's gonna have poor positioning, and we're gonna punish them for it. Is it the Syndra? I think it's a Syndra. This right here is just condemnation. Get it? Condemnation. But condemnation? No? Alright, so I'm just gonna keep chasing. I know I'm super fed. This is right after I was done shopping for my IE. I mean, it's gonna be another condemn right here. Boom. Doesn't even matter. Everyone's gonna go in and kill Gnar. There you go. I didn't even need to flash. Vayne has chase potential, and that's game. That's game, right? So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed that little clip. I know Vayne definitely has more options than other AD carries in terms of the plays she can make. But I think that what's important is to learn some of the basics, such as auto attacking from maximum range, using things like bush control or dodging and weaving in and out of bushes to drop vision, and decision making. I think one thing I chose this game for really is the decision making in team fights, and it'll vary based on what champion you're playing as an AD carry. But I think importantly, how you position in the team fights is common throughout a lot of the AD carries. You just want to be able to play around the enemy's positioning themselves and punish them accordingly when they get out of position. So yeah, I mean, I'll look for more videos, or I'll look to play more games when I have time and see if they're suitable with other champions to just discuss and talk about and record and have some fun with. But there's a Vayne game for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Have fun. See you guys. Bye bye.